Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Thursday, October 9th, 2025, and I'm here to do a general collective reading. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all your love and your support. I love you guys so very much. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. Let's get right into this read, shall we? I'm grateful that you're here. We have fork in the road in reverse, 13. So somebody's resisting some sort of change or decision. It's getting old. I heard a song and dance. I don't know. This is a permanent, profound ending or loss. Maybe that's why they're resisting, because they're going to lose something. There's a deep knowing here. 43 is somebody's moving on, moving, traveling. They need to take accountability. That's 7. There's a lot of, maybe you're tapping into your higher wisdom, or this is the death of something, an ending of something. Somebody knows that that's over for them. Okay, they're not going to have to ask why. They know something's over for them. 31 in reverse. This could be a father, not a very nice father, a kind father. Doesn't have to be. It could be a boss or a leader, female or male. Doesn't matter. This could be a distorted, somebody very distorted, involved in corruption of some sort, wanting power and control. They're very egotistical in their pride right now. Could be a bully. Could be a tyrant. Something to do with exchanging gifts. There's an investigation here. 9. You're finding something out, or somebody else is finding something out. Someone's alone. This is fated. 17. You do have spiritual gifts, maybe. You're divinely protected. You could be in your north node. This is wish fulfillment, divine intervention. This is a big surprise for somebody. This is a tower moment for someone. You're coming into your wish fulfillment here. Your prayers have been heard. You're very faithful. This is balanced, very healed. All that glitters isn't gold. So somebody had a mask of greed and gold on, right? This is fool's gold. It's a tower moment. Whatever they were doing, they were building something off on a false foundation, giving off a false sense of security and false impressions. And this is going to be a shock to somebody, or a lot of somebody's. Something's coming down here. This tower is not going to stand very much longer. So somebody's, maybe life, work, whatever is falling apart. Their story is falling apart, that's for sure. They did something they shouldn't have done. They were lying about something, about you or someone else. I don't know. Not good. Where are we going with this? Fork in the road. They made a decision. They can't stand by it. They want to blame everybody for the bad decision they made. It's a deep knowing that they're going to lose everything. Everything's going to come to a screeching halt here. Mind games. There we go. Immature, testing you and analyzing you. Who are they to play games with you? Right? Distractions, temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. It's over. It's over for them. It's a push and pull. If it's a relationship, family, friend, business, I don't know. Place it where it belongs. Power struggles, imbalance, and stubborn. So if it's love, it's struggle love, and it's not real love, right? It's control. It's manipulation. It's codependency. Same with a friendship. Same with anything. If it's back and forth, and it's their way or the highway, you know, they don't want to talk. They just want to fight. I don't know what to tell you. They want it their way. They want to play games with you. If somebody's playing games with you, they shouldn't be around you. You shouldn't want them around you. So, fork in the road. 13 in reverse and mind games. It's over. This is a permanent, profound ending. Somebody's resisting the change. Putting on a big show here. What? They're getting their jollies? Is this turning them on, playing games like this? They know they effed up. They know they effed up. Okay? Somebody could be doing substances here, or they claimed you were, and it was bull crap. Somebody got played here. They're playing puppet master. Someone was pulling some strings for them. Manipulation, lies, and control. So they were trying to control you and control the situation through lies. Causing a divorce and or something to do with a contract that got broken. It doesn't have to be a divorce. It could be anything else. It could be a contract in the ethers as well. So it is what it is. Somebody did something they shouldn't have done, and now they have to pay the price. They thought they were being very, very smart about it. I don't see anything smart about them. So fork in the road, 13 in reverse. Mind games, putting on a show. Where are we going with this? Putting on a show for, yep. Doubts are surfacing. Someone's trusting you starting to waver. They wanted people not to trust you, and I think it blew up in their face. People aren't trusting them. People are not stupid, okay? They're catching on. They're, you know, I'm finding out more and more people do rely on their intuition. You know, at one point I thought, well, not a lot of people do, but I think most of us do in one way or another. Yeah, authentic vibes. They see that you are a person in your authentic vibes. You're authentic. You're not going around lying, putting on a show, but somebody else's. You find someone who resonates with your authentic vibe. It's complicated, more complex than it seems. So there's a lot involved, a lot of people involved. Someone's putting the pieces together here, connecting the dots. Something to do with a love triangle, a hidden emotional entanglement is present. It doesn't have to be physical. It could be emotional. It could be family, friend. It could be love. It could be business as well. Something to do with an inner circle. Are you being excluded from the inner circle, family, friend, or love? Release expectations, let go of expectations, and allow things to unfold naturally. And I think that's what you did. You knew, just sit back and wait. They tripped themselves up. And that's exactly what's happened here. You know, if you're a liar, eventually you're going to get found out. If you're true to who you say, if you're a true person and you're true to who you are and you stick by that, people, I don't know, it rings differently. You know what I mean? The truth definitely rings differently than the lies. You can't keep lies up. So we have fork in the road, 13 in reverse, mind games, putting on a show, and doubts are surfacing. Something about somebody drinking or not drinking. They could claim that they stopped drinking. This could be a drinker. And they didn't. Or it could be other things. They claim they stopped doing it. They didn't. Okay? Mind you, they could have claimed or said that you were doing things that you're not doing, you know what I mean, narcotics or something like that, or drinking. But if you're at a place where people can see you daily out in the community or online, people can tell if you're under the influence or not. You know what I'm saying, right? They can tell if somebody's lying about you. What's the message here, please, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. Under the influence, obsessions, addictions, going to extremes, inappropriate behavior. Somebody's unstable and insecure, could be sick. Something was unbalanced, wasn't fair. Someone was they're feeling impatient. There's not going to be a reconciliation or a conflict resolution here. Somebody is not very content right now. Yeah, that you healed your heart. This is a blessing in disguise for you, or they were talking shit about you. That's the overarching energy. Shit talker, yeah, they went in over their head. There we go. This is a poser, a player, or a warlock. A lot of psychological abuse, verbal abuse, mental, emotional. This is somebody that's in their ego. They don't do the nicest things. They have no morals, ethics, or honor. They don't care. They don't care about anybody but themselves. It's a coward, really, down deep inside. As a follower, not a leader. Because in the upright, King of Wands is a leader. It could be a warlock, but it could also be a male or female. So just place that where it belongs. They have no authority. Got their authority taken away. Something's backfiring on them. This is bad news for them because you're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. And they're feeling kind of, I don't know, kind of funny about that. They rejected you, but you're doing very well. Wow, you could be a business owner. You don't have to be. They're trying to stop you, your forward motion by shit-talking you. Oh, good for them. Or maybe they want forgiveness now because they're getting the backfire of what they did. They're alone. They're feeling rejected, abandoned. This is not wish fulfillment for them. They're losing hope. They're feeling ashamed of themselves, not because of what they did to you, but because they're getting caught. They're getting caught out and they're emotional here. Yeah, because you were full of secrets here. You're not speaking to them. You're highly intuitive and psychic. You're very well loved. This is a lot of self-love. This is not wish fulfillment. They're in their south node. They have no spiritual protection or faith, or they're feeling kind of funny here because they could have had the Holy Grail and they chose not to be a good person. They had ultimate love here. They chose not to have it. Oh well. They pushed you away. Good. Bigger fish in the sea. You know what I'm saying? Better fish in the sea. Yeah, this was the good. Yeah, they're hurting for money here. They could have stolen from you as well. They can't play games with you anymore. They want you to appear unstable for some reason. But something's unstable. They think it's unfair that you're highly intuitive, that you're not speaking to them. Give me a break. A lot of secrets here. Yeah, they're having an emotional outburst. They're immature, insincere, and childish, okay? They're feeling rejected and abandoned. They wanted you to feel rejected and abandoned, but it turned out to be them because you let them go, and that hurt their ego and their pride. So they were mistreating you. You went, okay, you don't want to be a good person. I don't know if this is a relationship, family, friend, or business, but you said, fine, call it quits. And you left. You didn't struggle with it. You didn't cry, blat and ball. You just left. And this hurt their pride and their ego, because that's where they live, in their pride and their ego. They're very immature. They could have been doing spell work on you to destabilize you, but this hurt their pride and their ego, and they held a grudge against you. They're really reckless. They're really reckless, careless, and foolish. They thought you were naive and gullible, that they can use you, abuse you. There will be no new beginnings with this person. So you hurt their ego and their pride, whoever this is. They went right off the edge. They were warned and they kept going. Yeah, they were a glutton. They wanted it all for themselves. They were quite satisfied. And yanking your chain, I just heard. I don't know. You're going towards wish fulfillment. This could be you or someone else, male or female. You have authority. You're speaking the truth. You spoke the truth. You're very wise and learned. You're not mincing around. Yeah, you're not playing games with this person. It could be law and order if it's not you, a professional of some sort. Wish fulfillment. Somebody's coming to tell you the truth about a situation. It could be a CEO, lawyer, judge, doctor. It could be anybody, male or female. Yeah, they're grieving and regretting. They're crying over spilt milk. Maybe you told them the truth when you left. You'll never see me again. Kiss my ass. I'm better off without you. Now they're grieving and regretting. It is what it is. Because you're moving forward in life. You're expanding your horizons. You're not looking back. You're moving forward. And your ships are coming in. And they're jealous. They were plotting and planning against you. They were jealous. This is vindictive. They're very vindictive. Jealous. Abusive. Very abusive. It's a liar. Okay? Or they planned it. They went around saying that you were the liar, that you were jealous and vindictive. That's what their plan was, but that backfired because you went your merry way. You didn't stick around. Okay. Yeah, they're jealous because you're stable and secure. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs. You know your value and your worth. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You're stable and secure in life. You're very fruitful, hardworking, abundant, and independent. They were attacking you. This is reckless, careless, and foolish on their part. They abused you. They committed some sort of crime against you. They endangered other people. Yeah, they doppelganger. They wanted power of attorney or power and control over you. They tried to devalue you, take your rights and voice away. This was all illusions, manipulations. It could be very deceptive here. They're involved with corruption. They don't have all the resources they need. The truth is out. They're very scattered and unfocused here. They could have been using magic against you. Somebody trying to be you, trying to use your energy for something. And they didn't want to end this, okay? Or they tried to end you and they couldn't. It might have something to do with the first read. It doesn't have to be. This is a permanent, profound ending. They have to face their own shadow here. Somebody's resisting change. They're spreading egregious gossip. There will be no reconciliation. They're losing their friends, their cult, coven, secret society, or third parties here. There's no more celebration. Somebody's not happy. Somebody's not happy. It's not working out the way they thought. It was a bonehead. I just heard that again. So it might have something to do with the last read. They're not happy. They're losing friends. Yeah, they're gold diggers and cloud chasers. This is change. They wanted to hit your ride on your wheel of fortune. Yeah. This could be you or someone else. You're very stable and secure, successful. You could be a business manager, money manager, male or female. You're very hardworking. Where are we going with this? 3 Cups in reverse and that Wheel of Fortune in the upright, Spirit. Yep, there we go. Seeing through the illusions, breaking free. Either you distanced yourself, which it sounds like it did, you did, and or these people working with this person is distancing themselves. They don't want nothing to do with this person and their lies. You have no addictions. If they claimed you did, you have no addictions. You're not going back to the past. They can't bind you. They can't attach anything to you. Their false narratives, nothing. Seeing through the illusions, right? You peep their game, it's over for them. Or other people are running the other way. Yeah, they wanted to steal a home from you. They wanted you to lose your business, or they're losing their home and their business. This is somebody that's non-committal, and or this is somebody that really wanted to destabilize you. Wanted you homeless for some reason. They're facing homelessness. Whatever this is, party's over. No redemption. They didn't want to do the right thing. They don't want to apologize. They don't want to stop. They don't want to stop doing what they're doing. Well, there's no redemption then. It is what it is. It's over. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. You could be moving, or they have to move. You could be traveling. This is victory. You're protected. Somebody got caught online. They have to tell the truth about something. They're not getting away with this. They wanted to destabilize you. If you're working online, they were trying to destabilize you. There you go. They're an opportunist. It was all about the money. I'm not American, but I just heard all about the Benjamins, so you might be American. This is your blessings here. Okay, they're going to have to pay you back. They got a lot of burdens on their back. They put a lot of burdens on yours. They cost you a lot of money, maybe. There you go. Poor decision. Judgment's going back on them, okay? They're being judged harshly. No second chances. They're getting karma. Ending a third-party situation, a collaboration, or a false contract. Not their creations. If they're trying to steal your creations, it's not theirs. Somebody's not cooperating. They're not getting along well with others. It is what it is. They went against a contract, or it's a false contract. Yeah, they got to walk away. No longer emotionally invested. You went and look. If there was a third-party situation, you weren't getting what you needed out of this relationship, so you went looking for it. Your 9 and 10 of cups elsewhere. Your emotional fulfillment and happiness elsewhere. Somebody already sunk 8 cups out of 10 cups into this situation to find out there's nothing in those cups. No emotional fulfillment or happiness. Just backwash. And they're facing the unknown now. You walked away, or somebody else is walking away. It's the Tower moment. When you walked away, it was a Tower moment. They wanted you to stick around and cry and carry on. But whatever they were trying to build was on a false foundation. And they're getting tossed aside. This was all one-sided. It's a karmic situation. It's a lesson, not a blessing. There's no harmony here. And there's consequences to whatever they've done here. They're reaping the consequences. There's proof and evidence as to what they did. It has something to do with an investment. They were harvesting off of you. Somebody's a hoe bag. You could be doing divination, or this is something new that you started. It could be a payment. They were taking something out of a pay. They were taking money out of something. This is good financial news for you. This is a new beginning. You know you have to start off small. If it's a business, you know, you can't get to the top right away. You have to build it up, right? I don't know. This is somebody gathering some information. You learned your lessons. This is learning lessons. Investing in yourself, and you're growing here. It's a practical approach. This is good news for you. Yeah, you're not engaging in whatever this is. These people don't want this conflict, okay? This could be divination. Doesn't have to be, but somebody made a payment, or somebody's gathered some information that they were playing games here. Definitely playing games, putting on a show. And they're fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another, whoever they were working with, because they don't want this conflict. They don't want to be challenged upon this. They don't want to be questioned, right? They don't want to be held liable, maybe. It's proof that somebody was paying somebody to do something against you. You took the high road. You walked away with your head held high. They were trying to block you. There we go. Somebody doesn't know what to do now. They're stuck. Trying to block your work. There you go. Block you from working, block you from success. Somebody was intercepting your money or your mail or your work. Somebody can't be trusted here. They can no longer slow you down. You're getting your flowers. You're innocent here. Yeah, this is costing you a lot of money. It could be somebody in your family or somebody you were in a past life soulmate connection with, but you're getting your flowers. You're innocent. This is a lot of money, long-term stability. Somebody didn't pay you some money they owed you. This was fraud and theft. They want you to appear unstable. And that's the truth. They're unstable. This is fraud and theft. They wanted to bankrupt you. Truth and clarity is right here. They overdid. They did too much now. Okay? Somebody could have gotten injured or healed or sick. They may want to take the knives out of your back now because the truth is out. Or other people involved want to take the knives out of your back. They place there because the truth is out. You're speaking the truth or somebody else's. Somebody wanted your crown. Communication coming through. There you're out in the public eye. This is being played out publicly. This is victory, success, reward, recognition. They try to scapegoat you. This is the end of a family or a group. Somebody's not happy. Somebody was bragging and showing off about this. Good for you. Showing off and bragging that you're going to hurt somebody, take somebody out. Good for you. 2 endings here. 2 completions. Done. Yeah, malicious, ruthless, careless, cruel, emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and emotionally unstable. This is really immature as well. Self-serving and self-absorbed. Somebody could be drinking or on something and they're not in control of their emotions here. They're going to jail or they're restricting you or trying to restrict you. The drunker they get, the more they try to restrict you. But you know who's doing this, right? You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. And because of this person, you love unconditionally, yes, but you put a cap on that. You come first, right? You used your intuition. They wanted to bind you, attach something to you, maybe wanted to throw you in jail or lock you up or confine you somewhere. Keep you small, I heard. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs, but you intuitively know. You found your groove here, okay? You have a lot of confidence. You found your confidence. They wanted you in financial ruin. They wanted you to come back in from out of the cold, but they didn't want to ask. They didn't want to come back towards you, whether it's love, friendship, family. They didn't want to come crawling back to you. They wanted you crawling back to them. They wanted you weak. They're the weak ones, if you ask me. This is ruin, financial ruin, spiritual jail. It's not just financial, it's physical as well. You found your confidence. You're able to do it on your own. They're not. Yeah. Someone's unstable and insecure, that's why. They have no protection. They can't hold you back any longer. So if they were restricting you, just say you work online and they were trying to restrict you in one way or another, they can't do it any longer. They're going to get let go. They're scared. This is a scandal. Wow. 4-4. This is against the law. This is a warlock. This is somebody that's involved in corruption. It's a false contract. They gave out false, misleading and or bad counsel. They don't want to take accountability. They had a car accident, lost their car. This is a Chariot here. They don't want to take accountability. It's not going to go anywhere. If you have a platform, they're getting shut down. They wanted to shut you down. They're getting shut down. They're worried. They can't eat or sleep. They're worried. Right? You overcame, persevered. You put up some boundaries. 9-9. Now they're paranoid here. It's a lot of emotional wounding. They're trying to block something. The truth from coming out. That's what it is. There's no truth or clarity. Somebody's not happy. They're doing stuff in the dark. There's lack of trust here. Could be sick. You overcame this, and they're really paranoid. They're very defensive right now. People know they're hiding shit. Yeah, they made allegations that are unfounded. They want you to fight and compete with them. I don't think so. They can't block you. Yeah, they can't block this spell work or block the fact that they're a scam artist, whoever this is. They never supported you, never loved you. They're not even your friend. Somebody's wearing a mask. They're very insincere. This is a love bomber. Love bomber. Yep, finding this out. They're doing spell work on you. Finding something out. Somebody at a distance. Could be an investigation. Yeah, somebody lied. They were throwing rocks and hiding hands. You feel entitled. This is very juvenile, whoever this is. This is bad news. Yeah. You lied. This is justice. Justice is coming in for you. Congratulations. I'm going to leave it there. I like to leave it there. This is a reckoning. This is karma. This is balancing the scales. And they don't like it. Fork in the road. They made a poor decision here, okay? That's what it is. Poor decision. 13, they're resisting change. They can't unalive you if that was part of their plan. But this is somebody that doesn't want things to change. They liked it the way it was. This is a permanent, profound ending or loss for whomever this is. They have a deep knowing here. This could be authorities coming in. You're very wise. You had a deep knowing, so that's why you skirted everything they tried to do against you. None of it worked. Congratulations. It's pretty cool. You know, they try to distract you or others from seeing the truth. Temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. They were playing mind games, massive mind games with you and other people. It wasn't just you, the target, that was being played with. It's the people around them that were being lied to as well. Immature, testing you, analyzing you. So doubts are surfacing. They wanted people to doubt you. You certainly doubted them. People are starting to doubt them now. Someone's trust in you or them is starting to waver. You're in your authentic vibes. It's obvious. They're not. They're somebody they're not, right? So they were putting on a big show maybe as you. They know they effed up. They know they effed up and they can't take this back, I just heard. Wow. Good for you. How are we ending this for the collective, please, Spirit? What's the parting message here? Look at this. Yacht, 5, Gemini. Adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, great ease, smooth sailing, sophisticated. Pardon me, with the wind, self-indulgent, prosperity, comfort, wealth, over the top and extravagant. So somebody wanted to live some sort of life. Maybe they were making money off of you. If this is the inheritance, they were holding this inheritance back from you. So 54, this could be Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, winter. So this week, winter, you might be able to travel and live an extravagant lifestyle. I don't know, something over the top, an adventure, affluence, luxury. This is what's coming towards you. Congratulations. Wow. The pot at the end of the rainbow. So this is 9, Cancer, 49. Wish granted, serendipity, blessings, patience pays off, abundance, hope, good luck, patience, promise, godsend, creation, manifesting wealth, prosperity, and perfect timing. This is going to be a shock to everybody here. 95 might have something to do with it, and that's Scorpio. Thunderstorm, power, destruction, and you're too powerful for whoever this is. They try to destroy you. They destroyed themselves. Trouble's up there. It's crawling up their wazoo. Electric display, a warning. They were warned. Out of control, energy shift, conflict, triumph over evil, fierce, booming, conflict, opportunity to overcome. You overcame all of this. There's going to be a declaration. Somebody was filling out or making statements against you. 7, Capricorn, 57. We the people. Leo, declaration, defiance, reclaiming power, sovereignty, contract, resolve. There's going to be some, they may want you to sign NDAs if there's companies involved and or institutions. They're going to pay you, but they don't want anybody knowing what took place here. Or they're going to have to start signing away their assets to you. I don't know. Contract, resolve, expressing truth, manifesto, self-rule, liberty or death, rules of the game, protesting, challenging the status quo. They don't know the rules. They went against the rules, and that's it. So constellation, they network to do this against you. 3, Capricorn, or Cancer. This is online. They did something online. Network, support, associates, gathered, meeting, socialize, organization, arrangement, a collection, exchanging data. They exchange your debt. Maybe they try to, what do they call it, dox you or something like that? Influence, a connection with a large amount or quantity. You're going to make it. Maybe you're online. Maybe you're going to make a lot of money online. I don't know. 33, you've ascended. This might have something to do with a social, some sort of, secret society. You could be an ascended master. This is Taurus, symphony. Harmony, synergy, co-create, assembly. Organized structure, could be organized crime involved. Contribute, team, collaborate, precise arrangement, order, lead, follow, organization, perform, display, and cohesion. You have pearls of wisdom here. Again, Cancer 31. They started a hate train about you, coming after you. That's the thanks you get for being a divine being, I guess, right? When you're around freaking karmics. Tell them to go shove it up their ass. Okay, angels, how are we ending this for the collective? Oh boy, that went flying. We have Michael. Love and harmony will be in abundance. Keep your options open. Sahia, I don't know how you pronounce that. A healthy, happy life lies ahead. Material prudence should be practiced today. So, you might have lots of money, but, don't go spending needlessly, in other words, right? You respect money, money respects you. Amdusius. It's okay to make mistakes sometimes. Friends can help you get back on track. This could be a friend that you were dealing with. I don't know. Amy, could be your name or somebody else's. Divine revelations bring life-changing spiritual illumination. Be mindful of those revelations given by the burning bush. We all know what the burning bush means, right? God. Ha-agenti. Luxury and wealth can appear like magic but require an important change. What changes are you willing to make? So somebody wanted luxury and wealth, but they weren't willing to change out of their karmic state, I guess. Maybe they had addictions. Maybe they wanted to show it off. The more that you announce to the world you have money, the more they're going to come gunning for you. They're going to take advantage of you. They're going to, make plots and whatever against you. So Kaliel, innocence is all around you. This is justice. Innocence is all around you. This is not the time for confrontations, but for truthful revelation. So the truth is here. Congratulations. I love this for you. So resentments were festering below the surface. They can poison your daily life. So this is whoever you're involved with here that came after you. Let go of those things that can no longer serve you. So they were living off of their anger and their hate and their jealousy. That's what kept them going. But that's also what's eating them alive. It makes you sick too. If you hang on to hate, anger, right? Fear, eventually that's going to show up negatively in your body. I wouldn't want that. Let go of it if you can. Some people don't know how to let go. They don't know how to forgive. And when we say forgive for yourself, not for them. You're not letting them off scot-free at all. Okay? When we say forgive for yourself, it's so you don't have to be programmed or constantly thinking about what these people or this person's done to you that's going to hold you captive for the rest of your life. Make you salty and sour. Let go of those energies. You don't want to be sick, do you? You don't want to be held back any longer. You don't want this person or this people or this situation to hold power or sway over you, do you? You want to be free. You don't ever want to think of these people again. You know what I mean? As if they never existed. That's the perfect punishment. There are worse things than death. That's one of them. It is what it is. Congratulations. I hope you like the read. And until next time, take care.